come from the using community. So my first hearing about harm reduction was somebody was telling me that you could go someplace and get needles for free. And I'm like, yeah, right. You serious?
Harm reduction is a place where marginalized people have always been here. They've always been taking care of each other, and they've been holding this movement. I feel really held by the people that I'm supporting, and they support me too. And it's just beautiful.
I didn't get looked down upon. I was actually told, I'm glad you came in, and basically, how are you doing today? And I'm like, you actually asking me how am I doing? I was in total awe. I was shocked.
We know that prohibition is a failed experiment. Taking people into captivity and taking away their rights is not public health. Offering punitive measures for drug use doesn't work and actually makes the problem worse and gives us situations like the overdose crisis.
This so-called war on drugs has done absolutely nothing for the people in our country, but to oppress and kill us. Since it first reared its ugly head, prohibition has been used as a weapon against poor people and people of color, and now it's killing us all.
I used to call it a failed war on drugs, but it became kind of clear that it's been a very successful war on drug users. 80,000 people dying every 12 months, that's not an accident. That's 80,000 people whose needs were not met. That's 80,000 policy failures. Harm reduction insulates people from that structural violence, and harm reduction also shifts power and resources to those who are most impacted by the drug war.
We need to stop treating people who use drugs like criminals. They are not criminals. They are people just like us and deserve dignity, respect, and access to the resources they need, just like us when they need a hand up.
To me, there is no process of rehabilitation, there's a process of elimination.
We fixed all this by expanding harm reduction services, meeting people where they are, loving the shit out of people versus punishing them.
So it's important for us to come forward with positive efforts to provide hope to those who are looking for our sound policy reforms.
What brings it home every single time I start to lose perspective and start to lose like what is actually at stake here, like what are we fighting for? Inevitably, I get a text that says, hey, I just want you to know 2 days after that training where you gave me the Narcan, I saved so-and-so's life.
Instead of a police officer responding to an overdose at 3 o'clock in the morning, what if a harm reduction worker is? Instead of a police officer responding to a mental health crisis at 3 a.m. in the morning, what if a mental health professional is? So that's the world that we're envisioning.
All our loved ones who we have lost are standing beside us, holding our hands in this fight to make a difference and to save lives. We are all united in our plea to end the overdose crisis now.